Hey there, traders! Welcome back to the Forexpropfirm.com YouTube channel. I am Valentin, your host for today's discussion. In today's episode, we have the privilege of diving into the minds of experienced traders as they share their strategies, insights, and journeys in the world of trading. So, get ready to take notes because we're about to embark on a fascinating journey into the world of trading excellence right here on Forexpropfirm.com. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Let's turn our attention to our esteemed guest for today, Bashir. Bashir is not only a seasoned trader, but also a standout member of our trading community here at Forexpropfirm.com. Bashir has a 100K funded account. Today, he's here to share his secrets with us. Get ready to learn from someone who's really done it. So, let's give a warm welcome to Bashir. Bashir, please introduce yourself to our community.
Thank you very much for the opportunity given to me this morning. I'm really glad because to say this is like my first experience having someone interview me, and I'm really glad to be given this opportunity. So it's a great journey of mine. I've been training for the past 16 years, and it's like off and on. I've been busy with other things, not full-time trader, but trying to like figure it out as everyone has always done, but busy with other things majorly, but still have the belief that one day I'm still going to have an edge. But thankfully, I was able to stick to what I'm doing. I believe in trading, and successfully I've been trading now because I have my own personal funded account, and since I started making progress bit by bit, and I think I'm progressing in a very interesting way. So I had to like take a challenge from Forexpropfirm. I think that the first person I reached out to, and I took the challenge of the 100K account, and it's what somehow, because I never had the experience, I'm like, I hope it's going to happen, but I'm very glad it happened. So when I received the congratulation, I was so facilitated. Like, wow! Thank God I called my wife. I'm very glad, and I'm happy I got the account funded. So, and I'm doing good. Thank you,
Yeah,
FPF.
nice. Really good. Okay, so you're saying that you're trading for 16 years, right?
Yes,
That's a long time. So
that's a long time.
please tell us a little bit how you got introduced to trading first and how you made your progress on the way as well.
I got introduced to Forex while I was in Africa, and it happens that me and my wife were trying to like find an edge. There are a lot of things going on then, like this scheme. If you bring money, they will give you double of your account. So we're like, what are these people using our money for? So he's dropped someone saying they're using it for Forex, to go online. What is Forex? So I saw it. Then I start learning how to trade Forex myself. I never have any mentor. So I'm trying, I watch YouTube. So I've been going back and forth, battling different styles, and until I stumble on Wyckoff trading method. Then I start having believe how to read price action, there are a lot of things there are a lot of journey that really embarked on in terms of trading. And when I discover Wyckoff trading method, I stick to it, and I try to soon tweak whatever I'm using. But recently, when I watched these ICT videos on YouTube, so it's kind of giving me a systematic approach to Wyckoff trading that I've had before, and that is the 2022 model. So, and it now gave me a kind of confidence that, okay, trading, this is how trading is. You have to be prepared to lose. For the mentor, saying is always even losing, but it's a game of probability. Until I realized that, and I've been able to work on my emotion very well. Lot of things has really embarked, and when I discovered the ICT model, that gave me confidence. I had to like funded my own accounts. Since then, I've been making progress and I took up the challenge. So my own style probably is like using a Wyckoff trading method to trade. That's my
Okay,
systematic.
nice. That's really good because I traded Wyckoff like a couple months, and after that I went to ICT as well. But for me, ICT was like 3 years around now, and in my opinion, you can really combine these two as well because it's funny. I was introduced to that because Wyckoff, in my opinion, is like more about, how should I say it? It's like more structure based, but the ICT analysis, like on the higher time frame, really gives you the long term plays and thinking methods.
Yes.
And if you combine them both together, it works really nice. So I'm really looking forward to hear you talk about like your Wyckoff method and how you're going to do it. And yeah, let's dive a little bit about your trading style right now. You told me that you're trading Wyckoff. Tell us a little bit about how you're analyzing the markets and what you want to see before you enter a trade.
Okay. We kind of both traders, swing and intraday trader. So I swing trade and I do intraday trading. So what I really want to see is looking at this fair value gap, trading within the fair value gap, and if the price comes to let's assume I'm buying, and I use the 22 moving average. So if the trade is above, if the price is above 22 moving average on the 1 hour time frame, that is for my intraday trading. What I do precisely is wait for the precise fair value gap above the 22 period moving average, and if price trade into it, I look at my 1 minute time frame and look for the Y curve. So when I look at it, I have this my volume indicator that I have is like a better volume indicator, not like other volume indicator. It's meant for, I think I got the indicator when I was like trying to struggle. That is volume indicator. So it's a better volume. It's like it has the climatic action bar, lotion bar, all this. So I find a way to like tweak it to my own trading style. So I look for all the schematic in between the fair value gap. So and I try to I follow the schematic as it completes all the movements. So like the preliminary, climatic, the secondary, all the steps I try to like, so then I follow it to the upside. So that's just the basic, it's just a very simple way of that later that I try to tune that I'm trading on. So look at the fair value gap on the 1 hour above 200 moving average, and look for the schematic formation into the fair value gap, and I trade upward. So that is just a simple method that I try to discover that I use now.
Yeah, nice.
And
I really like.
I have the 10 and 20 moving average when it crossover in between the fair value gap, then I trade upward. So I think to me the Wyckoff schematic is more like, I try to like see it like the 2022 model of ICT. So he just try to like name it some like 2020, but to me I try to see it that way because of the experience I've had before. So then I trade it. So if there's any crossover, 10 crossing above 20, then I know I can stay with the trend, stay and trade along with that above the 200 moving average. That's what I trade.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I really like your combination of both, of like Wyckoff and ICT strategy using like the fair value gap. Really nice. Okay, let's dive a little bit like into risk management and psychology. How do you approach risk in your trading, and what techniques do you use to mitigate it?
Okay, thank you for the question. The risk, I know it's something that we cannot avoid when trading, and you have to, it's like we are managing risk. I see we trader as a risk manager, and at times when you have a drawdown, psychologically it affects the emotion in terms of you even hitting the button the next time, and before you know, you keep missing trades that you know, okay, you should have taken. So you want to put yourself, I try to put myself in a balanced environment. If in terms of my risk management, I use a 1% on my account on every trade. So, but it now depends on the pips value of, because I have a fixed value of, I only base my trade on the amount of 1% of my account in fraction of my pips. So one, it might be even 5 pips, it might be 4 pips, depending on, because I want to get out of the trade immediately if I'm wrong. So, and if after three to four trades, I try to scale down, like reduce my risk to like 0.5% until I meet up to the exact amount, like my initial balance, and I scale up again. So that is pretty much how I trade my risk in terms of risk. So I aim for one to 4 R. So that is pretty much how I trade.
Okay, yeah, sounds awesome. And what pairs are your favorite pairs to trade?
Euro USD, that is my favorite pair. And at times when I'm like, usually I think I've trained myself to stick with a pair for a long time, because gone are days I try to trade this, trade that. If I lose on this, I try to look for other pairs, and I'm like hunting around pairs, because I lose this. I'm supposed to stick with it, then look for opportunity there. I look for opportunity and I lose there, and I'm like, but now I'm like, you know what? This opportunity is every time on a pair. It's either you buy or you sell. Opportunity is everywhere. So I stick with a pair like 90%. I stick with a pair. So because that gives me the tone of how the market. So if I'm looking at a zone, I wouldn't want to miss that zone. So I've learned that. So immediately I see that zone, I act on it. Unlike going to other pairs, then I will lose that, I will miss that zone. And if coming back, I will see that price has reacted to that zone and left, and I will be like, I've missed the trade.
Yeah.
So that makes me stick to it.
That's so true. I myself made the mistake in my journey as well, because I had on TradingView, my watch list was like so big. I had 20 to 30 pairs on, and I always were skipping through them. And there were always an opportunity everywhere, as you said. And after that, I focused myself on Euro USD as well. And I only trade one pair. Sometimes it's EU as well, but I think Euro USD is completely fine. And I completely studied Euro USD. So I know the times when my model is going to deliver on Euro USD, and I don't need to trade anything else. I make myself available for the times that I studied that would deliver my model. It's like most of the times Wednesdays and Thursdays. I trade New York session only. So I'm there from 8 to 11, waiting for a trade to form. And if there is no setup for me, I'm not going to take anything, because I know that it won't be high probability, as I framed and outlined my edge in the markets. So I'm staying away from the market, because in my past, I always tried to trade more to gain more money, because I think in the beginning, people always think about trading in terms of trading more equals more money, but most of the times trading more equals less money, because most of the trades that are not that high probability are going to be losers. So it was in my case that way. So I decided to reduce the frequency and to only focus on like Euro USD, as you said as well. Okay, now let's dive a little bit in about psychology. How do you manage your emotions and maintain discipline during your trades, like both winning and losing trades?
Can you come again, please?
How do you manage emotions and maintain discipline during both winning and losing trades?
Well, over time, I've learned something in terms of emotion that all trader faces is a phase that we have to go through, and I see it as a continuous thing, but something that you can manage in terms of the emotion. If your risk management is in place, if you have a fixed risk management, and it's a game of probability. It's not something that you will, because you might have a losing streak like five. I've gone through it. Now you can have a losing streak and just one or two trade pay for all those loss. So I know it's not something that you can determine with a trade, and I've learned that. So, and there are a lot of things. I've gone through series of trades that if I look back into my journal and I discover that I closed this trade prematurely before I never allowed the trade to do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, and it went to my take profit after looking back at the trade, but I closed it prematurely because I'm like, okay, I never like how it's reacting. So that reminds me when I funded my account, and it's like the first time I'm funding that lot of amount, that's $10,000 worth of account. So I felt somehow like I'm very nervous. It's going, I'm like, I just close it. Like, okay, after all I've been able to do. So I later discovered I'm losing. Why am I losing? It's because those that will have give me more profit, I closed it prematurely because I thought I don't want to lose. And for all trader, there are two things that I've learned: fear of losing. If you have this fear of losing, you always lose. And if you wouldn't let your profits run, you always lose as well. So I'm like, you know what? If I place a trade, I put my risk management, I don't shift my stop loss because I've already predetermined this amount I want to lose. So I think I've surpassed the kind of emotion that would like make me go into my trade, just because I already know my system. So it's you knowing your system, you having your risk management in place, then you follow it. So it's a game of probability. In 10, you can, even if you have a good hour in your trade, like say 3 hour or 4 hour in your trade, even if you win 3 out of 10, you still have an edge.
Yeah.
So I've tried to, with that, I've learned that over time, and that has really helped me in terms of my emotion. And going back through my journals, I've discovered everything that I've done wrong. So it's make me work really on my emotions. So I think that has really helped me.
You made a really good point regarding like risk management and letting your winners run. And I can't stress this enough. And the people definitely need to take notes on that, because it is so important to accept the risk that you're taking. And if you accepted the risk, be fine with the trade being a stop loss hit. Because if you're viewing your trades over the series of 10 trades, and as you said, 3 out of them are going to deliver you 3R, then you're most likely profitable. But
Yes.
if you're going to cut your winners, these 3 winners, early because you are having fear of losing, then you're most likely just ending up in the negative. And that's a very important thing, to accept the risk and accept the outcome as well, because there are only 3 outcomes that a trade can possibly give you. It's a take profit hit, it's a break even, or it's a loser.
Yes.
And prior to entering a trade, you need to be completely fine with losing money as well, because losing in trading is just the cost of doing business. So you made a really, really good point. I really love that.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's go a little bit into lessons learned and challenges you faced on your trading journey. What are some key lessons you've learned from your trading experiences?
My key lessons, I've learned a lot of lessons, and I think trading is like a long journey that even I've watched different podcasts, professionals talk about their trading experience, and I look at it like these are the things I'm facing. So those professionals too face the same thing, even if I'm not calling myself a professional, but I notice that we all face the same thing.
Yeah.
So at times you say, okay, you really want to stick with your trading plan, you really want to do this. Before you know, you have like a series of wins. Before you know, you discover you did something else. So what I've learned so far is sticking to your plan is number one. Never enter a trade without stop loss. Like protecting your capital, that is the second thing I've learned. Like protecting your capital, never enter. If I enter a trade, instantly I'm putting my stop loss. I never leave my trade open. Never for any. I've done it like series of time when I've never because when I'm learning to trade, I try to trade with real capital, not even demo. So if I put a little bit of amount, because it's just not up to 2 months or 3 months, 2 months now that I know there's anything like Propfirm. I do get Propfirm, Prop Challenge, but I'm not really into it. I don't even know how it works, everything like that. Not until I start I funded my account with real and genuine money, because I noticed you cannot have an edge in trading because 10,000 is like little capital too. But at least I know with a little bit, I can still unlike you putting $500, $1,000 is like you want to overtrade. There are a lot of things that you do wrong. So I noticed I have this account for over 5 years, and I never lost the account.
Yeah.
I've been trading the account, and it's a $500 account. And I've been trading it, losing. Trading is like using it for like test strong, different things, but I never lose the account. So I noticed all the things I've done wrong that is making me to lose those money. When I make profit, I'm losing, returning back. So I'm like a break-even trader. Not until I now discover that, okay, I think I've learned a lot now. I've learned all my lessons. I've gotten all the hits, the jab, everything. So now let me, what have I learned? Don't do this. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this if I really want to have an edge. So if I have a good account, I can really manage. I notice what I'm doing when I'm making money, what I'm doing, what I'm losing money. So I try to do away with those, what I'm doing when I'm losing, stick with what I'm doing when I'm winning. So I've really learned a lot. Protect your capital is number one, and be focused. That is it.
Yeah, really good. The next question I wanted to ask is, what advice would you give younger traders that are starting out, but you just gave them the points? In my opinion, this is just what new traders need to stick to, because if you say it like this, in my opinion, I learned after the years that trading is easy if you focus on the things that are easy and the things that are in your control, because managing your risk is definitely in your control. What the trade is going to deliver you is not in your control. So why are you focusing on that? And in my opinion, it's not about adding things to your trading system. It's about subtracting things away from it. It's just sticking to the basics really is the key in trading for the long run.
Yes, you're right.
what are your future goals and aspirations as a trader?
Future goal is very big, and I really want to, because I'm a businessman. I have a business that I run, and that has really taken a lot of my time to become a full-time trader. I have a grocery stores, and that's really taken a lot of my time, but I don't really have time for trading. So, but I found trading as, because having the skills, I now have the skills, and I think I really want to build a company whereby I will have probably this. I've took a prof firm challenge. That is a company that is funding. I really want to do something like that for other upcoming traders, to build a kind of company whereby people will have. I'll be able to share my experience, and I'll be able to encourage people that does not have capital and bring them into the business of trading. So I really want to create a kind of a big organization whereby I can really retire, not really retire, but have much more impact on the community in a whole. So
Yeah, that
probably
sounds awesome.
I want to be called a real professional, and I want to make a name in the business in terms of trading.
Yeah, that sounds so awesome. Definitely wishing you good luck on your journey as well. Okay, so that's a wrap for today. Thank you so much, Bashir, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us today. And to our viewers, if you found this interview helpful and informative, be sure to check out more content like this on the Forexpropfirm.com YouTube channel. Once again, thank you, Bashir, and thank you to all of our viewers tuning in. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest interviews and trading insights. Until next time, happy trading.